Good afternoon and welcome to the GSCA 2020 Professional Recognition Ceremony. My name is Shelly Marino. Mark Ellis and I serve GSCA this year as the Professional Recognition Co-Chairs. We are incredibly grateful to the group of 7 volunteers from around the state that assisted us with scoring this year's applications. We are pleased that you can join us in honoring our 2020 award recipients.
We begin today's awards ceremony by recognizing the 2020 Advocate of the Year. Laurel Gross is the college advisor at Walton High School in the Cobb County School District. Her nominators wrote, Laurel Gross is enthusiastic, positive, creative, and a bundle of energy. She works tirelessly to support the mission of our school, the school counseling department, our faculty and staff, our community, and our students and their parents. As school counselors, we are all excited to work with Laurel as our college advisor and have her input and creative gifts contribute to our comprehensive school counseling program. She is always willing to support our counseling department in any way. She takes personal ownership of the goals of our counseling team. Our success is her success. Individually, each school counselor has talents and strengths, but collectively, Laurel brings us together and helps us rise to a higher level of service to our students, parents, and community. We are better together, and I do feel our college advisor has helped us to realize that. Please join me in congratulating our 2020 Advocate of the Year, Ms. Laurel Gross.
I am so humbled and honored to be named the GSCA Advocate of the Year. Thank you very much to the Georgia School Counselor Association for this wonderful recognition and very beautiful award. It has only been a few years since I had the pleasure to begin working with school counselors. I've long known of the great things that counselors do from my own experience with my children, but to be behind the scenes and see the amazing things that counselors do every day to support, encourage, and guide students has truly been life-changing. You are such an integral part in the wellness and well-being of our students. There is not an hour that goes by without some counselor somewhere making an indelible impact on the life of a student. Thank you for your steadfast dedication. To the Walton counseling team, you are truly my heroes. Please know that I am in awe of what and how much you do every single day. The Walton community is truly enriched by the most incredible group of caring, compassionate, dedicated, and hardworking counseling professionals. You have recognized me for my contributions to the team, but truly, anything I do is in the hope of being more like you. You are my role models, and you have set the bar incredibly high. Special thanks to our principal, Dr. Melanda, for all your support, and to the Walton counselors, Judy, Laura, Betsy, Donna, Erica, Tina, Lisa, and Natalie for preparing the nomination, writing recommendations, and just making me look good. I am so proud to share this award with our entire team. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Congratulations to our Advocate of the Year, Laurel Gross from Walton High School in the Cobb County School District.
Next is our winner of the 2020 Supervisor of the Year Award, Ms. Ashley Watson from Norcross High School in Gwinnett County Public Schools. She was nominated by members of her school counseling department who wrote, Norcross High School Counseling Department has the biggest advocate, supporter, and cheerleader in Ashley Watson. As with any great leader, Ashley's primary goal was to learn the culture and climate of our department as well as understand the inner workings of the programs and services that we provide in our comprehensive program. At our weekly department meetings, she is present and ready to learn how to best support us in our work. She asks questions when she needs more insight into understanding components of the ASCA model. As our evaluator, Ashley does a great job acknowledging and appreciating the great work that is done, but she also provides feedback that allows us to be self-reflective in nature. Ashley has seen firsthand the level of work that we do to support our students. As a result, she has removed several administrative tasks as it relates to scheduling and has taken on that responsibility herself. She protects our department and advocates for the work we do. She is always working directly beside us as we navigate the many student situations that we face in our profession. She is the leader and partner that we need every single day. Please join me in congratulating our 2020 Supervisor of the Year, Ms. Ashley Watson.
First and foremost, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to my Norcross counseling family for nominating me, as well as the GSCA for selecting me for the Georgia School Counselor Association 2020 Supervisor of the Year. I am truly honored and humbled to be this year's recipient. When I first received the congratulatory email, my initial reaction was to send it to our district phishing address because I truly thought it was spam. So needless to say, this award was very unexpected, but very much appreciated. When I first came to Gwinnett County Public Schools back in 2008, this phrase was reiterated to me many times by our district leaders. There are two types of employees in GCPS, those who teach and those who support teachers. I never quite understood the true meaning of that phrase until 2014, when I accepted the position of assistant principal at Norcross High School. In my time at NAS, I have had the privilege of supporting both teachers and counselors. Often I get asked what I do, and I honestly don't know what to say besides, I do whatever it takes. I witness firsthand the immeasurable amount of time the counselors put in. I see their love and heart for our 2,700 students and the passion and dedication they have towards their profession. Because of that, my mission is to always create the conditions where they are able to be their best selves and use their gifts, talents, and strengths to do the important work and what matters most. After I received the email notifying me of the award, Victoria Poole, our head counselor, shared what she had written about me in the application letter, and it honestly brought me to tears. This award has helped me truly understand that the day-to-day small things are not exactly small things to others, and that those small things can have a profound impact. I do this work out of a sense of purpose and passion. I love the work that I do and the individuals that I work with. Thank you for selecting me as the GSCA Supervisor of the Year, and congratulations to all of the 2020 award winners.
Congratulations to our Supervisor of the Year, Ashley Watson, Assistant Principal from Norcross High School in Gwinnett County Public Schools.
We are proud to recognize the 2020 Writer of the Year Award winner, Ms. Lisa King from Blackwell Elementary School in the Cobb County School District. Lisa's nomination was submitted jointly by a group of 6 school counseling colleagues from other schools in her district.
They wrote, Lisa is an outstanding writer who uses her talents and time to help improve the counseling profession.
She has provided go-to resources for our counseling programs for years through her published works. Through her books, school counselors are able to understand big picture ideas and concepts and how to apply them to the school, classroom, small groups, and at the individual student level to help all their students. Her Mindset Matters curriculum is top-notch and has been a cornerstone to establishing a growth mindset culture at my school. I have used so many lesson ideas, extension activities, and tools to teach our students about what having a growth mindset is all about. Lisa demonstrates passion for improving the lives of kids in everything that she does, And her writing is a real-life example of how she demonstrates grit and perseverance, essential pieces to having a growth mindset. She truly walks the walk and is always willing to share with others to help them reach students. Her work has impacted school counselors, schools, and families all over the world. Please join me in congratulating our 2020 Writer of the Year, Ms. Lisa King.
Hello, and thank you to GSCA for this wonderful award. I'm happy to accept this award as Writer of the Year for my work on my book, Be Your Own Hero. And here it is. So this is like a dream for me, not only to have a published children's book, but to combine my passions of being a school counselor and an author. I actually never wanted to be a school counselor when I was younger, looking ahead. I didn't know that elementary school counselor was even a job, because when I was in elementary school, we didn't have one. But I did actually have the dream of being a writer. I even would write books when I was in middle school, and my friends would wait for the next chapter. So it's quite an honor for me to combine two passions, one that I had when I was young and one that has been now over half my life. It is such an honor to be able to combine those passions and hopefully provide resources for other counselors to impact the lives of kids. And that's what we're here doing. And right now, making this speech online is obviously irreverent and different. And we've had to pivot in the way that we reimagine this conference, but also how we reimagine our jobs every day on behalf of kids, and to impact the lives of students by providing them a space to learn, to be creative, to follow their own dream is quite an honor. So thank you, GSCA, to those who nominated me, and to Cobb County, and to my family, of course. Thank you so much for this beautiful award and this great honor. And also to NCYI, the publisher that helped me make my dream come true. So thank you very much, GSCA, and to all of the school counselors who are out there every day impacting the lives of kids. Thank you.
Congratulations to our Writer of the Year, Lisa King, from Blackwell Elementary School, Cobb County School District.
Next, we would like to recognize GSCA's 2020 Counselor Educator of the Year Award winner, Dr. Erin Mason, Professor of School Counseling at Georgia State University. Dr. Mason's nominators wrote, I admire Dr. Mason's fierce advocacy for school counseling and counselor education, particularly as it relates to challenging current and aspiring school counselors to begin the hard work of anti-racist practice and advocacy. I admire her bravery, advocacy, and passion for giving students like myself a voice. Another wrote, from the moment I met her, I realized that she was committed to preparing the next generation of school counselors to be change agents, fiercely committed to comprehensive school counseling grounded in the work of equity, access, anti-racist, and anti-biased education. She is completely selfless in her work, going above and beyond to support our profession. Dr. Mason stretched my mind to think beyond the easy and complacent approach to school counseling, and to take on the courageous conversations of social injustice and racism. Erin Mason does everything with thoughtfulness and careful consideration. She is intentional about cultivating a multicultural framework and an in-depth understanding of what a comprehensive school program looks like. She gives students countless opportunities to grow. She ensures that her students are well equipped to enter the profession, and I am convinced I'm a better counselor because of Dr. Erin Mason. Please join me in congratulating our 2020 Counselor Educator of the Year, Dr. Erin Mason.
Thank you to GSCA and to my nominators who deemed me worthy of this recognition and took the time to put it in writing. Without question, there is a long list of family members, mentors, colleagues, and students, past and present, who are responsible for any success I have had as a school counselor educator. What is on my heart in this moment, however, is the impossibly cruel situation many of you have been faced with this year, to choose between your lives and your livelihood. My nomination came from Cobb County. So in accepting this award, I pay special tribute to the Cobb educators who died from COVID within less than a month of each other. Patrick Key, Dana Johnson, and Cynthia Lindsay, and to their school counselors who are helping their communities to grieve. Sadly, we know many other educators' lives are being lost and put at risk across our state and the country. This may not sound much like an acceptance speech, but here is what I will accept. You deserve the right to choose to be in the building or not. Whether in ideal circumstances or less than, in person or online, school counselors are always committed to the needs of their students. The challenges are different, but the purpose remains the same. Many of you are working harder than you've ever worked before. No matter what the setting, you are, as Amanda Gorman said, brave enough to see the light in your students and brave enough to be the light for your students. Your cause is my cause. Stay alive and fight to keep the light on. Thank you.
Congratulations to our Counselor Educator of the Year, Dr. Erin Mason from Georgia State University.
Next, we are pleased to present the 2020 Emerging Leader Award. This year's winner is Dr. Myrna Wynn from Hillgrove High School in the Cobb County School District. Her nominators wrote, Dr. Wynn is a leader among her peers, a beloved school counselor to her students, and a trusted source of hope and comfort to those parents whom she serves. She has an unflinching commitment as an educator and courage to conquer the seemingly impossible task. Myrna's tireless efforts to be the voice of and support for the Spanish-speaking families at Hillgrove High School is humbling to experience. As an advocate for undocumented students, Myrna has presented on the topic at our district, state, and national annual conferences. Her personal story of having been an undocumented student gives inspiration to anyone who hears it. Her arsenal of resources has helped to ensure that students who did not think they could ever attend a post-secondary institution not only were able to attend, but also are able to receive scholarships and other funding to assist with their expenses. Myrna could not be in a better profession to be a catalyst for change in the efforts of changing the face of how the topic of undocumented students is addressed in the field of education. The programs and practices Dr. Wynn has put into place have been emulated by her colleagues and by her peers. Her work with data is student-centered, with the guiding component being for her team to act in the best interest of their students. Dr. Wynn serves as a role model to her peers through her actions and leadership. Dr. Wynn is an asset to not only Hillgrove High School and the Cobb County School District, but also to the school counseling profession as a whole. Please join me in congratulating our 2020 Emerging Leader Award winner, Dr. Myrna Wynn.
Thank you for selecting me as the 2021 GSCA Emerging Leader. This award means so much to me. I've worked hard to be a voice and advocate for my students, with a special place in my heart for my undocumented students. And I know that I still have a lot of work to do. Thank you to all the amazing Cobb counselors, and a special thank you to Miss Maisha Davis. She has shown me what a true leader is, and she always pushes me to be better. I also want to say thank you to my high school counselor, Miss Michelle LaBranch. She believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself. She encouraged me to work hard and to reach for my dreams and not let my legal status define me. I was an undocumented student, and I thought that I had no future. But Miss LaBranch never gave up on me, and she showed me that it was possible to reach for my dreams and to overcome my barriers. I can only hope that she's proud of me. I also want to say thank you to my husband, Terrence, and to my 3 boys. They're my biggest cheerleaders, and I love them so much. Finally, I want to say thank you to my dad, my papi, Felipe Munive. Without his love and his encouragement, none of this would have been possible. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to our Emerging Leader Award recipient, Dr. Myrna Wynn from Hillgrove High School, Cobb County School District.
Now, we would like to take a moment to celebrate the Georgia schools that the American School Counselor Association has designated as a 2020 Recognized ASCA Model Program, or RAMP school, for their implementation of comprehensive school counseling programs. Please enjoy. Congratulations to all of our 2020 RAMP schools. We are extremely proud of you in achieving this honor and carrying on the outstanding RAMP legacy we have in the state of Georgia.
Now it is time to recognize our two 2020 GSCA School Counselor of the Year semifinalists. The Georgia School Counselor of the Year Award honors professionals who devote their careers to advocating for the nation's students and addressing their academic, social, emotional development, and college and career readiness needs. Our School Counselor of the Year and the two other semifinalists were selected by a panel with representation from all areas of the state based on their ability to create systemic change within the profession, school counseling innovations, exemplary comprehensive school counseling programs, leadership and advocacy skills, and contributions to student achievement. These school counselors also achieved increased student success through their comprehensive school counseling programs. Our first semifinalist is Dr. Mandy Ruttle from Ford Elementary School in the Cobb County School District. Dr. Ruttle has been a school counselor for 25 years and is in her 20th year as a school counselor at Ford Elementary. She believes it is imperative for me to advocate for our school counseling program and the school counseling profession. It is my responsibility to educate our community, staff, and students in my role as the school counselor and the ways in which I can best support and serve our families. Her supervising administrator shared, Dr. Ruttle serves as a lighthouse for many students who find school to be their safe place. She offers support, advice, hugs, and resources to students and families as they navigate familiar and unfamiliar situations. Her lessons are engaging and focus on social emotional health, promote inclusion and respect, career exploration, and growth mindsets. She delivers a comprehensive data-driven school counseling program with fidelity and passion. Her colleague reports, Mandy ensures all students at Ford benefit from her program. Through intentional instruction, she provides all students with lessons and interventions based on their needs and where they are socially and emotionally. Whether whole class, small group, or individual, every moment Mandy gives to students is meaningful and most definitely memorable. Students leave feeling esteemed, heard, and valued. She has earned the respect of everyone in the building by being welcoming, trustworthy, and a solution finder. She demonstrates how to create goals, promote her program, develop relationships with faculty, understand the importance of the role of a counselor as a team member, and create positive relationships with students. One of her students wrote, she makes each student feel important and they have a voice. She constantly reminds students that they are so incredibly special and gives them the confidence that students need. She encourages positive outlooks on life in general that gives people different perspectives on how they view each day. Dr. Ruttle has a heart of gold and promotes kindness and compassion for all. Anyone who knows Dr. Ruttle can immediately recognize her from her big heart, bubbly personality, and beautiful perspective on life. She is truly a light in this world, and my community is a better place with her in it. Please join me in congratulating our 2020 Counselor of the Year semifinalist, Dr. Mandy Ruttle.
Georgia, and I am just honored to get this award and very humbled. We work with the best of the best, all of us, so it is just a humbling experience to be able to be honored like this. I love going to work every day. It is not a job, it's a joy. I get to work with students every single day and help them to love school and help them to realize that they can do anything they want to do if they just put their minds to it. And I love to help the kids feel safe and help teachers make them feel safe. And I love the relationships that I have been able to build with families throughout the years. And I would love to thank many people for helping me on this journey. It's a long journey, and I hope I get to do this forever. I thank God for the blessing of being able to, I get to go do this every day. My family for all their support through the years. I am surrounded by the best co-workers, co-counselors, social workers, and they are my village. They encourage me and we collaborate every day. So I feel like I couldn't do it without them. My administration, Debbie, Shay, Megan, you are amazing. Thank you for letting me do a comprehensive program where I get to spend the most time with students so that they can become the best that they can be. Thank you, Missy Marsh. Thank you, Alex Huguley, our supervisors, for going to bat for us every day. Because if you weren't on the front lines doing that, we wouldn't be able to walk into our schools and do what we do every day. Thank you.
Congratulations to Counselor of the Year semifinalist, Dr. Mandy Ruttle from Ford Elementary School, Cobb County School District.
Our second semifinalist is Laura Spencer from Ivy Creek Elementary School, Gwinnett County Public Schools. Laura is in her 10th year as a school counselor at Ivy Creek Elementary. She says, quote, "I strive to advocate for my students' best interests in everything I do each day. As a servant leader, I look for ways to support and advocate for the school counseling program, the school counseling profession." Her colleague wrote, "Laura Spencer's heart for students is unmatched. She is intentional about what classroom lessons and group support her students receive. She couples quantitative data with student stories and teacher observations to create the most appropriate counseling lessons and small group experiences that have a positive impact on her students. The feeling her students feel from having Laura as their school counselor can actually be felt by anyone who interacts with her. I refer to Laura as shining bright because of the positivity that radiates from her anytime she interacts with others, whether it is a student, parent, or colleague." One parent wrote, "Ms. Spencer takes on new initiatives that create a connection between the school and local stakeholders. She's often guiding area first responders to a classroom for a presentation, leading local high school students to meet with the students they are mentoring, or setting up to lead a yoga or anti-bullying club." Another colleague shared, "You may also see Ms. Spencer walking the halls dressed in a superhero attire for Pay It Forward Day, or even an actual bucket to encourage students to be a bucket filler and not a bucket dipper." Not only does she dress up and participate in these fun activities, but she also plays an integral part in implementing and maintaining these dynamic programs that allow all students the opportunity to have positive and memorable experiences in elementary school. Her principal wrote, "Perhaps Laura's greatest gift is her positivity and sincere desire to form positive professional connections with our school community." It is not uncommon for Ms. Spencer to receive emails from students that have left elementary school, graduated high school, and are now members of society. She is that person that many remember and look back on and say, "She made a difference in my life." Please join me in congratulating our 2020 Counselor of the Year semifinalist, Laura Spencer.
Hi, I'm Laura Spencer, school counselor at Ivy Creek Elementary in Gwinnett County. I am the proud recipient of the Georgia School Counselor of the Year First Runner-Up Award. This award made me feel so proud, so honored, so humble, and just excited. And I'm excited because this is not just for me. This award is representing counselors across the state of Georgia, because we do work that is amazing for students. So I'm just glad to be a part of this journey. I'm glad to be on this journey and to serve as a school counselor in Georgia. I love being a school counselor because to me, it's all about relationships. I feel like I am there to come alongside students, challenge them to be the best version of themselves, be an encourager to them, kind of like a cheerleader, and also to hold them accountable. My goal is to really help them to see and become the best version of themselves. I'd like to thank my mom. My mom is one of my greatest supporters. You see, my mom is always encouraging me. Even when I think I can't do this anymore, or I don't have what it takes, or I'm tired, this is too much. She'll say, honey, you've got this. You can do this. You do great work. She volunteers here at my school pre-COVID, and she would often see the interactions on a daily basis and what the role of a school counselor entails. And she's always encouraging me and my co-counselor, Mrs. Butler, who I also want to thank, because without her, this sure wouldn't be possible. This is truly our award. We are able, because we have great administration and amazing teachers and parent support, we are able to create wonderful programs that really benefit students. But without Lauren Butler, it wouldn't be possible. And I'd also like to thank my family. They share me, because a lot of times I have to be tied up doing other things for my career outside of my work hours, and my family is gracious enough to share me. And then last, I'd like to give a shout out to Jennifer Diaz. Jennifer Diaz believed in me, I guess, when I didn't believe in myself. She said, you've got to get involved in leadership. It is important. You need to be involved. And I thought, I don't know. And she kept telling me that I had value to add. So thank you, Jennifer Diaz, for helping change the trajectory of my school counseling career and helping me to see that I too could add value. So I'd like to say that I am the proud recipient of the first runner-up for the School Counselor of the Year for Georgia. You guys are amazing. I hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for the work that you do each and every day for all of our students in Georgia. Have an awesome day.
Congratulations to Counselor of the Year semifinalist, Laura Spencer from Ivy Creek Elementary School, Gwinnett County Public Schools.
Our 2020 GSCA School Counselor of the Year is Ms. Tisha Stovodola from Hall Middle School in Gwinnett County Public Schools. Tisha has been a school counselor for 23 years. She has shared, the most important thing to me was to make a difference in the lives of children and society. I have used data to advocate for students in school counseling over the course of my career. Advocating for students in school counseling is an essential part of my work. Her principal describes her as enthusiastic, passionate, and committed to school counselor, and a committed school counselor and leader. Phrases that I often hear throughout the school are, I love Mrs. Dula. Ms. Dula is so nice and caring. We can depend on Ms. Dula. One of her parents wrote, as parents, you want your child to not just survive these times, but thrive. I can honestly say that beyond a shadow of a doubt, the reason my child did as well as she did was because of the care and support of Ms. Dula. I honestly can't imagine a better person working with our children to help guard their mental and emotional experiences than Ms. Dula. A student shared that Ms. Dula cares so deeply for each and every kid who walks through her door, and she handles them with love and care. And everyone who walks out has a plan for what to do when things get scary and a safe place to come back every time, no questions asked. Her colleague wrote, she responds to concerns with both the expertise of her professional and the understanding of a mother's heart. She particularly enjoys working with young women in building up their sense of self-worth and self-efficacy. Her positive impact on students and their families will no doubt be felt for a long time to come. Please join me in congratulating our 2020 Georgia School Counselor of the Year, Tisha Stovodola.
am Tisha Dula, and today I celebrate you. I celebrate the daily accomplishments that you make as well as the annual ones. I celebrate what you are doing in the midst of this pandemic and all of the new skills that you have learned that will be useful in years to come. I am blessed to work with you and to be in the best career for me. Although you are amazing, many of you are not as outgoing as I am, and you will never apply for an award such as this, even though you deserve one. Erica Cook once said, "I'm not interested in competing with anyone. I hope we all make it." And that is my feeling too. When people accept awards, they often thank the people who helped make the award or recognition possible. The people I want to thank most, besides God, my phenomenal family, and lovely friends, are my students. Because without them, what would I do with my life? I love everything about working with them. They are fun and funny. They teach me things, including the latest dance moves. In addition, they trust me to be there for them and help them the best way I know how. I thank their parents for calling me to assist with problems that they have. I thank my team, the counselors, teachers, administrators, for being patient with me, especially when I have another great idea that may or may not be so great. I especially thank all the counselors who have inspired me to strive to be my best self. I wish that all of the people who have helped me could receive an award. Maybe the counselor who helped Tisha when she was stuck award, the student who trusted Ms. Dula award, the principal who gave Tisha Dula a chance to be a counselor in 1998 award, and so on. Now, I know that can't really be because we would end up having a million ceremonies, but I can wish, can't I? On award shows, many say they want to share the award. Well, it's kind of hard to say that I wish to share this award because realistically, it will be showcased in my home for all my folks to see. Nonetheless, I will be forever grateful to those of you who have offered your love and support to me over the last 23 years. When I look at this award, I will think of you and how much I love and appreciate what you have done for me. And I do hope that I am that thought for someone else. Thank you.
Congratulations to Tisha Stover-Dula from Hull Middle School in Gwinnett County Public Schools, our GSCA School Counselor of the Year. Tisha will represent Georgia on the national stage as she moves forward to the American School Counselor Association's 2021 School Counselor of the Year Awards program.
Congratulations again to all of this year's award winners. Each of you are truly remarkable. We thank you for all of your hard work, dedication, and the passion that you pour into your students, schools, and communities every day. We look forward to continuing recognizing the incredible work being done by school counselors and supporting educators throughout Georgia again next year. Please take time to apply yourself, nominate others, or simply encourage others to apply. These are all the award categories, from business partners to counselor educators to us as school counselors. You can see that there are many aspects of our world that we want to recognize and celebrate. We cannot wait to learn about you and the impact you're making as a school counselor. We look forward to celebrating all of you in the near future.
Thank you for joining us to honor the 2020 Professional Recognition Award winners. We will now hand things over to our GSCA President, Jennifer Jones, who will introduce the 2020 GSCA Inspiration Award.